Am I the astronaut for telling my daughter-in-law, for sake, I have a life. I'm not going to be a cookie cutter grandma, and I will call the police. My son and daughter-in-law have been married for around 7 years at this point. They have 2 kids. All of my children are out of the home and living their lives. My husband and I are still working and will probably retire in 10 to 15 years, around 70. My daughter-in-law and I got along much better before the kids came into the picture. They live 30 minutes away and she's always trying to drop them off. I thought my son was in on this, but no. I sat them down and he had no idea it was happening. I showed him the mini text asking for me to babysit, and he was under the impression that I have only babysat twice this month, not 16 times. Apparently she's been dropping them off with me to hang out with people, and my son was under the impression that she was taking them with her. I started to communicate in a group chat with them so everyone was on the same page. I only respond to her in a group chat, and if she starts to spam me with texts about it, I throw a screenshot in the group chat and have my son deal with it. We've talked about it, and it comes down to her wanting her kids to have the same relationship she had with her grandparents. Do you buy that? No. In short, I explained that I'm still working. I will not have that kind of relationship. That I can't have the kids every other day, just like she had growing up. We agreed to every 2 weeks I have a grandma day. All good for about a year. My son is now traveling for work and she's at it again. The time difference makes it hard to have him shut it down when it happens. I was home for about an hour when she showed up at my home. She wanted me to babysit when she went shopping. I had enough at this point. I told her, for sake, I have my own life. I will not be the cookie cutter grandma she wants, and if she tries to leave the kids with me from now on without my agreement, that I will call the police for abandonment. She called me a jerk and stormed off. My son called trying to smooth it over, saying I may have gone too far. Edit, for everyone going on about how he couldn't know, doesn't he talk to his kids? The kids were 4 months and about 1 3/4 years when she tried dropping them off. They weren't really talking. The oldest sure could move, but not a big talker. It really hit off when she was pregnant and got even worse when the second one was born. Okay. This is not about her wanting them to have the relationship at all. It's about her not wanting kids and wanting to not lose her freedom and just put it on someone else. These poor kids.
Why doesn't she find a nanny type babysitter or someone that this is not grandma's problem? This is
it's not
a mom issue. And I can't even imagine taking my kids somewhere that no one knows I'm coming and trying to drop them off.
And imagine when they're old enough to understand. Like, they've got to be old enough to feel at least
the tension,
and understand the tension and understand that they are a burden. Because right now, like grandma, like you're stuck in this position where she's forcing you to verbalize these choices and make a boundary here, and unfortunately, that harms them too. At her fault, not yours. But imagine being a kid and just being like, literally no one wants me.
The husband being out of town, like obviously that's going to be hard. But if his job is paying enough that they can. It doesn't make sense to me. 16 times in 1 month is a lot to have someone watch your kids.
Yeah. That's
too much.
That is just.
I cannot even.
It is neglect at that point.
Yeah.
Right. It's just not wanting kids.
Right. And she's not even like going to work. She's going shopping and hanging out with friends, things that you can take your baby to go or both of your kids to go do. Yeah, it's harder and it's not always a walk in the park.
Things
takes 4 times as long as they normally would, but you got to talk to your partner and figure out a way to hire someone to help if that is what you need.